What's good, everyone? Welcome to Bucks Film Room. I'm Brian Sampson, and you can find me on Twitter at Bucks Film Room. Today, we are going to take a look at the Bucks' clutch time woes since play has returned. Coming into the bubble, the Bucks ranked dead last in the NBA in clutch time minutes, defined as a 5-point game within the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter or overtime. With just 50 minutes of clutch play in their first 65 games, they played 32 fewer minutes than the 29th ranked Memphis Grizzlies and a whopping 121 fewer minutes behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. Regardless, they experienced great success in close games by locking in on defense and posting a 22.3 net rating on their way to a 15-4 record in those clutch games. It's been a different story in the bubble, however, both in terms of the clutch minutes they played and the results in said minutes. The Bucks have already accrued minutes in this clutch category in 5 of their first 6 games and rank 4th among the returning teams in said minutes since play resumed. This includes games against the Boston Celtics, Houston Rockets, Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, and the Dallas Mavericks. Against Houston, the Bucks surged to an 8-point lead with just 3:14 remaining before being outscored 16-4 over the final 3 minutes.
Marvin Williams back to Lopez, gathers and stripped, gets it back. Out to Middleton for 3, bang!
After taking a 112-104 lead, their next 3 possessions were turnovers by veterans in Chris Middleton, George Hill, and finally Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 of those led directly to fast break buckets for the Rockets. The Bucks did swap buckets with the Houston for a little while, but was unable to get the stops necessary for a victory. Eventually, sloppy offensive execution paired with uncharacteristically bad D doomed them against the Rockets. It was more of the same against the Mavericks, where footage is not yet available. The Bucks led 119-112 with 2:38 remaining before Dallas scored the last 7 points of regulation in the first 9 of overtime, a 16-0 run to essentially ice the game. Overall, the Bucks' defense was the issue, as they were overhelping and had poor rotations on the backside. Despite all this, there were some encouraging signs throughout everything. The Bucks' execution against Dallas was much smoother, even if the shots didn't fall. And against the Heat, well, Milwaukee was down 111-110 with just under 5 minutes remaining before outscoring them 20-5 down the stretch. Granted, Miami was without Goran Dragic and their closer Jimmy Butler, but the Bucks did what they needed to do. There will unquestionably come a time when the Bucks need to win a close game in the playoffs. Their sloppy play has been evident at all times and has carried over into crunch time. There have been flashes, but Milwaukee has a lot of tightening up to do. Their championship aspirations may depend on it.